What's going on, people? Another one from your boy Seven. Now, listen, this is top news right now. Over there in America, the guy on the right, Sneeko, may have just started a war. It's crazy. Can't show you the whole of this, but I'm going to show you a clip.
In the world. That's what I do.
And you're confusing people when you say globalist China.
Anybody watching can type in Chinese interest in Hollywood production companies, China funding anti-American stuff, China taking over U.S. universities via the Confucius Institutes. That's a whole other subject. China putting kill switches in U.S. computers.
It's a whole other subject. Let's stick to the main subject that's destroying our country.
No, you created a straw man that I said China controls Hollywood. I
didn't say strawman. I said that you're confusing the conversation. You're just making people focus on things that are not extremely important. The most important issue.
No, I didn't bring up China in this conversation. You just did.
You brought up a million things in 5 seconds because you don't want to stick to one topic because you just want to misdirect the entire time.
You're not controlling the debate is what's happening here.
Well, the debate is about you calling for my deportation. The debate is about you called for my deportation.
Israel worked with Hitler. The Zionists worked with Hitler to not let any Jews get out that wouldn't give them part of the money. The Zionists to give the rest to Hitler. Madeleine Albright's dad was one of the main guys that ran it. George Soros was a low-level guy that went around finding hidden Jews to get their money. And they worked with Hitler to only let Jews get out to what was going to become Israel. Israel hired top SS officers to set up the Mossad, and they hired top Nazi assassins to set up the Mossad, and they never really hunted down Nazis, just like the U.S. government shipped them over here. And then Israel blew up synagogues all over Spain and all over the Middle East to blame it on Muslims to then get Jews to immigrate to Israel. And Israel founded and created Hamas, and Israel works with Al-Qaeda and gave them field hospitals. And so see, that what I'm saying is secretly behind the evil scenes, you've got Islam working with Israel in a big sick plan.
Islam's working with Israel?
Yeah, not Iran.
Islam's working with Israel.
Definitely Saudi Arabia.
I'm not trying to get a clip. Are you saying Islam
definitely UAE. Yeah, you didn't know that?
Islam works with Israel. The UAE is not representative of Islam. The UAE is not the caliphate.
Did Israel back Al-Qaeda in Syria?
Islam is not working with Israel. Islam is a religion. The people make mistakes. The leadership has clearly betrayed the Ummah. We agree. We know. But don't misconstrue it and say that these are the people that are this is the government of Islam when they don't follow Sharia law. The UAE, they have casinos in Dubai.
Sharia is the governance of Islam. You said I was wrong. You just said it yourself.
The UAE is the governance of Islam?
No, I just said Sharia.
Syria?
Sneaky.
Sharia is the...
Look, I know you think you're...
What government are you... Okay, so you're afraid of Sharia law. What government is practicing Sharia law that's threatening America?
I said that's the governance of Islam is Sharia.
Right. What country is threatening America with this?
Oh, my God. Here in Austin, they handed out Qurans and had little girls wear hijabs without parents knowing and said you need to adopt Sharia.
Handing out Qurans is a...
They're the city councils trying to get Sharia. They have their own police forces in Michigan that were popping up saying Sharia. You said don't tell your story. I'm going to tell it. My wife was at HEB at like 9 o'clock at night a couple months ago, and a Muslim in a nightgown, wearing the traditional outfit, comes up and says, "You should not be out at night. You could get..." And like got in her face and was yelling at my wife. I mean, I can show you 100 videos in the UK where they're bitching and saying, "Don't bring your dog to the park." And then the liberals go, "Yes, we need to ban dogs. The Muslims don't like you." I don't trust anybody who doesn't like dogs. Sneeko, what do you think of dogs?
I like dogs. Like, Alex, do you want to have
then you're not a good Muslim.
The whole point of this conversation was that
you are violating what Muhammad said. Unless a dog is used for sheep herding, it is not halal. It is bad. I want you to reject Islam right now. I want you to get a nice French bulldog.
Okay. You could have a dog. It just doesn't need to be in the house licking your face in your bed. Just keep it outside. You could have a dog. If you want to know about Islam. The whole point
I want to know. I just told you I know about Islam.
Okay,
I just said.
This is kind of, I mean, what did you say on Joe Rogan? I'm kind of retarded. Like, this is kind of retarded right now.
No, that was me quoting Socrates. Was it Aristotle? I know that I know nothing.
Okay. We're going all over the place. The whole point of this was that you called for my deportation because you're upset about what I said. And you asked a question and you went on a million tangents. You said, why did you say that you want people to become Muslim? For the same reason you say every knee will bow, every tongue confess. You want people to have goodness. I don't want to force anybody. I don't want to spread it by the sword.
You said every house will be under this.
Inshallah. Inshallah. God willing, people will know the truth. This is the same statement.
I like you. You have big balls.
Friends, are you still paying full prices for...
Now, what I will do is show you a clip of what started this whole ordeal, and then we'll get back to it.
This is the Islamic Republic of New Yorkistan. Islam will be in every household. Inshallah, the whole world is Muslim.
Sneeko, I'm not calling for splatting his head, but culturally, I'm calling for putting him nonviolently in an airplane like a cannon, a clown in a cannon at the circus, and shooting him out of it back to the Middle East.
Back to the Middle East. I was born in...
Allahu Akbar! This is the Islamic Republic of New Yorkistan. Islam will be in every household. Inshallah, the whole world is Muslim. Welcome to Mamdani's New York. You see this city? You see how it looks? Inshallah, your city looks just like this too.
Big balls.
They turn the freaking frogs gay.
That's from Team America. He goes, I saw him drop fire on my goats. That's when I knew I'd do a jihad on their ass.
I mean, like, Al, do you be real for a second? I mean, you're a funny guy. Do you want to make a change? Like, do you want to use your platform for good?
I think I'm gonna be like Muhammad and have 30 black dudes ride me.
You don't even know what you're talking about. If you don't want to make stupid insults, this is like saying that the Holy Spirit was gonna astaghfirullah come on the Virgin Mary because you don't know how to translate or read it properly. You said it, you read it twice. You don't know anything about Islam, bro. You didn't know what jihad meant. And I'll tell you about it if you want to know. Did you know that Jesus...
So under Islam...
Did you know that Jesus was
Messiah?
Messiah?
Does it say in the writings that if you are a herder and there is no woman, you may take a sheep or a boy? Do they have the thing of the dancing boys in Islam?
Learning that you read the Quran on Facebook from Boomer Slop that programs evangelicals.
Boomer Slop.
Boomer Slop. Yeah, the boomers that are in mega churches saying God bless those.
Did the mayors put all these mayors in Afghanistan?
You can interrupt me the whole time. You can interrupt me the whole time. This is the same Boomer Slop that convinces Americans that God must bless those that bless the state of Israel. This is what Mike Huckabee is saying. They're saying, I'm a mere boy.
I don't believe that. That's not in the Bible.
Ted Cruz is posting about the IDF on July 4th. Clearly, the influence is coming from one place.
Clearly, Netanyahu and all of them said in Huckabee that we owe Israel our existence, and all that's not true. I've covered it all.
Okay, in the American government, people like Randy Fine are saying ban Islam. Laura Loomer Jigsaw, this lady is saying ban Islam. Why are
I heard you and Laura Loomer might be dating soon.
There's no way you're even a serious person. Like, did you? Would you?
I'm not a serious person.
You do it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Look, I don't know if Laura Loomer. That has aura. That has aura. Become Muslim. Abdul Alex Jones. Inshallah, Alex Jones is Muslim.
Will you wear the burqa again? I saw you in that latest video where you're like wearing it like a woman.
It's a scarf. It's a scarf. It's wearing it like a woman. It's not a hijab. Also, how do nuns dress? You're like insulting the hijab. Trump is posting kindergarten girls.
Those are women that are chastened that have decided to go into that life.
Yeah. So are the hijabi girls.
Oh, they want to. Oh, so in Saudi Arabia, women don't have to wear the hijabs?
Yeah.
Well, since the crown prince started reform.
Yeah, it's a choice. Yeah. They choose to wear it. It's not a trash bag that they force people to wear. Women can choose to dress modestly.
Raped under Islam. Her word isn't taken as half of that as a man.
Her word is not taken half of. Wait, you want to be
a woman's word in court is taken as half as strong as a man's.
Well, I mean, look at the West. You're complaining about the demographics being changed. Happy wife, happy life. How's that going? What's your birth rate looking like?
Well, you certainly did.
How's feminism? How's liberalism going on? You want to protect America? How's that going for the white race right now?
You got the liberal women supporting you.
Yeah, but how's that going for you? Because you hate Islam so much. Like, we could have 4 wives. The women are beneath the men. Well, not beneath, but...
Notice that no one's calling each other a liar. You know, no one's calling the other person a liar. It means it's all true what they say on both sides.
She has,
yeah.
The man is the leader.
Hey, don't worry.
The man is the
liberal
leader in
women
Islam.
hate
In a marriage,
America. They love that.
the man
Liberal
leads.
women start squirting when they hear you say they're beneath them. They love being cucked by you. They're just, here's the thing, the West has been too nice to women to the extreme. So
Yeah,
they're
but you have no
cucked and wanna be
solution.
Islamic
But you have no
slaves.
solution
And listen,
to it.
Tell the white liberal blue-haired women, tell them you're beneath me, and they're just going to have orgasms, just go, oh, God, yeah.
Like Blair White. Like, look, you have no solution to it. I mean, you're afraid of the hijab so much, but your birth rate's declining. Feminism's everywhere. There's more atheists than Christians in America. They don't practice any Christian values.
I got 4 children, and I think I'm going to have probably 4 more, so don't worry.
That's great. Most of them don't, because liberalism is rampant, because you guys are so afraid of Islam.
Yeah, well, I mean, I live by what I say. In fact, that's it. I'm having at least 10 more. I admire Elon having 100 kids.
The majority of Western people that follow you and the majority of the people that are afraid of Islam, they don't. Conservative values are decaying everywhere.
Yeah, because they're too busy watching football and living in their own world. Please don't equate the average, brain dead Westerner, what color they are, with me.
Okay, so what's the solution? Because Sharia law you're so afraid of. How are you going to solve this birth rate?
Man, all I know is I've been to Europe, I've been to London, I've been all over, and I've seen how the Muslims behave. I mean, I remember going to London like 20 years ago. I've been there before that. And I would just be shooting video of Big Ben, and Muslims would walk by and say, you don't video me, you blah, blah, blah. And as soon as I went, F you, they were used to, cucked British bowing down. They go, oh, God. And so...
You had no answer to what I said. I asked you, how are you going to solve the birth rate problem? And you just have no answer.
No, the answer is the great part is liberal leftists aren't having kids, so they're extincting themselves no matter what color they are. And so we're speaking out, we're talking about it, and we're pushing that. But to say that the West is committing suicide because of decadence, that's a normal part of the cycle. We're coming out of that cycle in the fourth turning. Hard times make strong men make good times make weak men.
So you want to bring conservative values back, correct?
My action figures fight just like...
Bring the life force back and realize where we are in the competing systems and expose the different competing systems so the general public can make a choice through free will what system they want to join.
Free will is why OnlyFans is rampant. Free will is why feminism is here. Free will is why the body count for the average 20-year-old girl is equivalent to her age.
Are you against free will?
Well, look, if you want to have some sort of conservative law, if you want to have a birth rate problem, don't cry about the birth rate and then say Sharia law is horrible.
I'm not talking about law. I'm talking about free will in general, being able to have your own freedom.
Of course I want free will.
Freedom to be educated, informed, and touched by God, by the Holy Spirit, by Jesus Christ, to then be a light and salt in the world. To say free will creates evil, well, that's because free will, you can choose good or evil.
I'm saying liberalism creates evil.
Free will is the great gift God gave us, part of consciousness.
Yeah, I'm not against free will, Alex. You're not understanding what I'm saying. Liberalism is why the birth rate's declining. And then people like you love to have a boogeyman and say Muslims are taking over even though they're 1.3% of the population. This is not...
Dude, you're 2 billion people, you're expanding, you're having more kids than anybody.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
so maybe you should take over. Oh, great point.
You're taking over.
Great point.
Listen, just because we're sick and a parasite is coming in, a Stone Age monotheistic religion that enslaves women, and that I'm supposed to then embrace you. I'm supposed to embrace you as the answer.
Women in America are slaves to Jewish supremacy, telling them to open up an OnlyFans. This is what is the dominating ideology here.
And I oppose that, and I publicly speak about that.
So then maybe take a page out of our book. There's 2 billion
We're
Muslims.
discussing Islam right now. You want to talk about Israel? Let's go.
No, I want to talk about the birth rate problem. And this is all tied in because you're so afraid of Islam. Clearly, we're doing something right if we figure out how to have children and you guys can't.
Well, and you even have higher birth rates in the West because you go sign up for welfare and become welfare queens and sit around in your nightgowns all day.
I mean, they never talk about the welfare happening in Lakewood, New Jersey, where they are having their own hospitals.
The Jews are milking it too, the Orthodox Jews.
Absolutely, and that doesn't get talked about. I mean, look, Tyler Oliveira.
I talk about it.
The other guy, what's his name? Nick Shirley, he gets invited to the White House for exposing the fraud in Minnesota. Tyler Oliveira exposes the fraud in New Jersey, and he gets banned from Israel.
Let me ask you this about Islam. What about the marrying first cousins over and over again, and the fact that very small percentage of Muslims...
Cousin marriage is allowed in the Bible, too. Look, more boomer slap, Alex. Cousin marriage is allowed in the Bible. You know that? There's so many similarities between Christianity and Islam.
The Old Testament. There's a new covenant. So you support multi-generational first cousin marriage?
I support Islam, and we have far more in common.
Having 2 eyes on the side of your head like a flounder?
Most of the incest is coming from people that want to keep their ethnicity the same, that think that they can't spread, that they have to be within their own. Incest is rampant within Israel.
Ashkenazi
It's
Jews
not
are
rampant
really
in the
inbred,
Muslim
and that's
world.
a lot of their paranoia and mental illness. And so Islam has that with royalty and with Judaism, a lot of inbreeding.
You still haven't answered what is going to be the solution to fix your birth rate. What are you going to do?
Well, and what's the solution for you to fix the record number of deformities in Pakistanis and others that
That's complete. You're just
What
echoing
about your
more.
incest
You're
problem?
just repeating more slop.
So you endorse first cousin marriage, even multi-generational?
So do you, you're Christian. Cousin marriage allowed in
I mean,
Christianity.
I know it didn't do
If you want Christian, if you want Christian law, you agree.
You know, that's a problem. You're
acting like Christianity and Islam are very different.
We have to tell people in West Virginia, hey, quit screwing your sister.
Okay. Are you
So
going
hold on a minute. Hold on. You endorse multi-generational first cousin marriage.
I just answered your question like 3 times. I support Islam. Islam is good. We have a solution.
So is it good that Muhammad married the 9-year-old?
Is it good that Rebecca was married to Isaac at the age of 3? This is in the Old Testament. Is it good that you could go pay 50 shekels for your slave in the Old Testament because you believe that?
Is it
okay that you could rape a woman and then she become your wife? This is in the Old Testament.
Is it good that Moyles, perform circumcision with their teeth? No.
Okay. But all this is also part of Christianity. You're acting like there's all these differences, and it's not.
No, the New Testament is a new covenant, and changes the Old Testament. There's a new covenant in the New Testament where we don't have all that.
Yeah, but you also acknowledge that
But
this
under
is part of your
Islam,
religion, part of your faith.
under Islam, you follow the Old Testament.
You follow the Old Testament too. This is part of. Do you not know what Christianity is?
No. But you specifically say it's just as important as the new.
No, we don't. We say it's
the
been
new
corrupted.
covenant.
We say that rabbinical Judaism.
By the way, you say Jesus will return at the end of the world where we all fall asleep and die. That's not what the Bible says. But you do not say Jesus is the Son of God. So you're not saying Jesus is the Messiah. That's not true.
Jesus is the Messiah. He's not the Son of God. He doesn't have a dad. His dad is not God. Do you want to talk about something real? Okay, look at how upset you got about me saying, inshallah, the world becomes Muslim. There was a Jewish celebration for the Antichrist in Times Square last month, the day after the Times Square prayer. Maybe you got upset about that. They're chanting, we want Mashiach now. Do you know what the Mashiach is?
Why do the Muslims block highways and do their prayers?
I can't even answer. I can't even make a point without you misdirecting. Is your whole thing just confusing the conversation constantly so nobody
I'm not
can make any
confusing the
sense?
conversation.
Is that your
say
whole
what you're
thing?
saying.
Every time
Say what
somebody
you're
gets to a point, you
Say
just
what
say
you're saying.
Chi-Coms and something else so that nobody can make
You
any
brought up
sense.
Chi-Coms.
Okay, I'm saying something and you immediately just don't want to listen. You just immediately misdirect. That's your
No, I mean,
whole
go
thing.
ahead. Tell me about how sweet the Muslims are. Go ahead.
I'm not. I'm talking about the
We love our Somalis. We love our Muslims too. Oh, they so good. Oh, they so sweet. I'm gonna stab your daughter at the mall. Ooh, gonna stab your son, your wife. And then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis. We love our Muslims too. Oh, they so good. Oh, they so sweet.
What do you think? Do you think he's had one too many drinks? Crazy this is.
You don't hate me.
Sneeko.
You want to hate me. You want to demonize me. I don't know what it is, but come on, man.
Sneeko.
We're not that Christians and Muslims. We're not that different, Alex. We have a common objective. We want Jesus to return.
Yes.
We do.
Lower your defenses. We mean you no harm. Don't. It's like
We
Mars
don't.
attacks. Don't run. We are your friends. And like, wait.
You're the one. You're the one calling for me to get deported. What? I never
I
called.
told you that was rhetorical.
It was more. It was retarded.
Retardal.
That was stupid. Like you can't just say something and then
Sneeko,
backtrack
ruler of the
completely.
planet, retarded.
The entire frame of this conversation is based
He
on
ruled a planet called.
What does that
retard.
even mean? Like, what does that even? What do you mean? So you're just saying nonsense knowingly? You're just saying slop to get people enraged and spread fear mongering intentionally?
Sneeko, I did 4 hours before this. I'm doing this to you. You're coming on my
Are you
show
drink? Are
tomorrow.
you drunk right now?
No, unfortunately.
What was that? What was that in that cup?
That's iced tea and some.
Come on, you put a little bourbon in there.
No, it's iced tea.
You've been working
Guys,
out.
bring me the Rudy's iced tea. If anybody's down here out of the thing, I actually want some more of it. It's non-sweet Texas iced tea.
Are you on Ozempic?
Nope.
No. You got help.
I'm
You out of
on
nowhere.
it.
You lost some weight. The bald look is it's not bad on you.
I got fat. Thank you. I'll do it. This is what I'm on. See this? This is not what you get Jack Daniels out of.
Yeah.
I'm not really a whiskey guy either. Back when I used to drink, that's how I lost so much weight.
You're sober now?
I'm on not drinking. That's what I'm on right now.
You're not cloned, right? You got to beat the cloning allegations.
And I got this too. Topo Chico.
Sparkling water. Yeah, you played that clip of your friend Andrew Tate saying that I tried to have sex with him 4 years ago, and then he continued to do streams with me for 4 years. What was that all about?
Well, you did say that you thought you were gay when you were 14.
You said that you thought Blair White was attractive and that God works in mysterious ways and that your genetics thought that that was a real woman. I was saying that this is from a comedy podcast clip from when I was 14 years old.
My main show.
You're clipping up from when I was 14. You're the one saying you were bricked up from Blair White from this man. If you want conservative values, why are you getting horny from this? From a transgender?
I've never. I was explaining that why are the transgenders saying it's a woman when they dress like big fat demon clowns to take over the thing of women?
Your phone background was Blair White in a bikini. This transgender man.
Well, I'd never been with her in a bikini. She was on the show, and I said, I understand there's some men that feel like they're women, and I know there's chemicals that bend
you
genders.
empathize. That sounds kind of woke of you. That sounds a little bit leftist.
That's why I had Blair White on like 12 years ago when he first transitioned, and I said I thought it was destructive, but I don't hate those people individually.
Oh,
Blair White
you champion LGBT. That's good.
Sneeko, you constantly interrupt him while he's talking. Can you stop that, please? Stop it, man. You do it all the time, and then you accuse them of interrupting you. You guys need to stop that, man. I want to hear some shit.
Oh, no. Blair White.
You're an LGBT champion.
I'm not going to throw Blair White off a building. I'm not Islamic. The point is that you're not letting me talk. You're like, oh, God, Blair White, we got this secret thing.
No, it's good. You support trans people.
No, what the point of having Blair White on is Blair White says keep away from the kids, don't have it in schools. I've been at a comedy club before with Joe Rogan when Blair White, uses the men's bathroom. And my issue is that the chemicals in the first month of the embryo forming, atrazine, doesn't just bend frogs or birds or other things, but mammals, it actually changes cells in the brains. So people literally become hermaphroditic in their brain structure and in their bone structure. So they're not really female, but it bends them that direction. I've said give them testosterone to bend them back and growth hormone. Like when you have a midget, give them growth hormone. Or if they have acromegalia, you can block that or do a surgery in the pituitary. So I was saying that it really is people are being born like this because they're being bent by the chemicals that are in all the studies. The atrazine alone at allowable levels bends our genders. And I was saying that you're not an ugly, gross, horrible goblin man who's actually attacking women's spaces or trying to be in women's sports, and that I don't single out people like you that really think they're a woman. I don't think you're a bad person because I do not want to throw homosexuals or trans people off of buildings. I do not believe they should be killed under Islam. And so you're right. But you act like you found some big
champion the LGBT. Imagine if you dedicated 1% of that energy about transgenders towards getting rid of Jewish supremacy in America. Man, we would be so much further.
Man, listen, I'm against men and women's sports. I'm against recruiting kids in schools. I fight that. I spent a lot of time on that because the system was pushing it. And then I spent a lot of time on Islam, a lot of time on Israel, a lot of time on China, a lot of time on people being lazy, people not being hardworking. I cover it all, dude. I'm on the air 4 hours a day. So I don't know what you're talking about. You jump around here. I've always said I don't hate homosexuals. I don't hate trans people. Okay, I don't sit there and judge them for that. Okay, that's the media goes, Alex is a right-winger, homophobe, blah, 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 blah. I am a populist, conservative Christian, but I don't hate people. Listen, here's my deal. It's just as big a sin that I lust after women. It's just as big a sin that in my life I've been very promiscuous. I've done sins way bigger than gender bending. A lot of people didn't have a choice. When I was younger, the left always goes, God, he admitted this. He's a hypocrite. He's against abortion now. It's like saying I committed a murder and then I went to jail for it, hypothetically, and now I'm against murder. When I was younger, I believe it was a blob of tissue, and I paid for probably 6-7 abortions I know of by the time I was like 18. And then I repented of it and stopped doing it. And the next time I got a girl pregnant, I got married to her and had 3 of my first kids. So that's how that is. And I said, I'm not judging people that have had abortions. I know you got tricked or you didn't know. You need to soften your heart, repent and say you're sorry. and now save others and give money to groups that tell women that they can pay to help have them have their kid and have it adopted. And I've donated money to that. And I've done that to reprove myself in front of God. And I've told the story of how I killed 6 or 7 of my children, and it tears my guts out to now know what I did, so that people that have done that don't have to harden their heart and can understand there's a way out of it, and that God will forgive you for it. That's the same reason I've had Blair White on a couple times.
You killed 6,
and
7
I said
kids?
why on the show,
You
and
killed,
people took it
you killed
out of
6, 7
context.
kids?
Yes, I've murdered 6 or I think it's like 6 or 7 of my children. Yeah, I'm a murderer.
Yeah, you kind of sound like a jihadist terrorist that you're afraid of. Killing 6, 7 white babies?
No, I mean, when I was promiscuous and like 15, 16, 17, 18, I got girls pregnant, and then sometimes I'd give them the $300. I'd take them to Planned Parenthood, once I had a car. And then one time when I was 18, my dad was in my room and found a Planned Parenthood receipt for $300. And he said, quit killing my grandchildren. And he said, by the way, you're getting out this week. I had a job, I had money. He literally said, I'll help you get an apartment. He co-signed it. I was out of the house in 2 days, and my dad didn't talk to me for 6 months. And then I had nightmares about it. I realized it was wrong, everything else. And then I stood up and I protested hundreds of times in abortion clinics, and I've supported anti-abortion groups, and I've stood up for the right to life groups. I've exposed the baby organ harvesting.
You know that would have never happened under Sharia law?
I've been a sinner, and I've been wrong, and I've done things, and I've admitted I've been wrong, so that others that have been wrong can understand that they can fix themselves with God and with Jesus.
Okay, under Sharia law, that would have never happened.
Oh my God! I mean, there's Sharia law says if you just apologize later, if you're, it's all okay. Listen, here's the deal. I did this hour with you. I have got to go do headlines. I've got to go work on a bunch of stuff here with the new network we're building. But you said you're coming on my show tomorrow, right?
Yeah. What time do you want me to come on?
Hey,
let me stop that there. It seems like, but usually I've missed a lot. You've missed a lot. We was only like after halfway, but we missed a lot. It was like very fiery at the beginning, a lot of arguments. It was crazy at the beginning. I just wanted to show you a piece, but as you can see, the title's at the screen. Alex Jones versus Sneako, full debate. If you want to go and watch the full thing, go on YouTube and just type that in. And yeah, understand what's going on. It's crazy. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.